So Victor Osimhen just potentially locked himself up in Turkey, and let me explain why. So he just secured a 75 million deal from Napoli to Galatasaray, and he's about 26, 27 years. And looking at the way they really wanted him, the Turkish team really struggled hard to, find a payment, like to find payment terms that would please Napoli, because that was the issue. The issue wasn't with the transfer fee, it was with how they were going to pay it. I think Napoli wanted them to pay a bulk of the money up front and split the rest as the years go by. But then Galatasaray maybe wasn't favoring them at that point in time. So they struggled to find an agreement, and they have. So for a team going through all this, especially a Turkish team, Turkey is not a league that is, known for having plenty money. I'm even shocked they're able to sign all these players because they're not a team typically known for having plenty money. So for a team like that, you can expect them to really hold on to players like Osimhen, because I would imagine Osimhen will also bring some eyes to Turkey, especially the Nigerians. They would want to watch their best player. So it's kind of like a PR thing for them to kind of bring attention to the league. Also, like what the Saudi league, they were bringing people like Benzema and Ronaldo and all that. I think that's why they're signing the big players too. So with the league trying to get more eyes to them and everything, you can imagine they'll be a bit reluctant to let the players go. So I don't see Osimhen living there in a year or two, unless maybe he has a team that is willing to pay like a lot of money for him, because in Turkey he's going to score plenty goals, which will increase his market value. Maybe depending on what he does in the Champions League, um, if he does well in the Champions League, that will further increase it, because in the Turkish league you can expect him to score plenty goals, because that league is kind of duopolized between there's a duopoly there between Fenerbahce um and Galatasaray. Those two teams are the teams that are on top, so you can expect them to, score plenty goals and all that. But then when you look at it, if he performs in the Champions League, that further increases it, because okay, you are doing it in your domestic league, and you're doing it on the big stage too. So if he does that, that increases maybe about 100 million. That's what they will demand for him. So if they demand that, then a team that can afford that would be the only chance of him going out. And with teams currently securing strikers, I don't see how that will be possible. So I don't know. I think he has locked himself in Turkey for the foreseeable future. But let me know what you think. Do you think another team will come for him, especially with the teams buying players? United wants Sesko,